FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington football team. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Breeze. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Made a quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
For the Saints.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's a game.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Haskins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll get this complete to Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Here's Love. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. This is Love. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Going to give it to Love. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Breeze now on first down. And the throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 26-yard line.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on second and 3. On the inside handoff. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Breeze looking to throw on third and 2. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Another 3 and out.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed, name, how about your respect? Get it more than what I get, expecting at the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
49-yard line.
On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now for Love. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is Harris. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
2 yards.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
16 yards.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this one is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now Breeze on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 39. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Breeze, maybe a free play. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. First and 10 right at the 20. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Again, it's Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
New Orleans.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go, defense. It's out top. 56. Good kill. Good kill. Here we go. Me and you, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Breeze to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Saints have taken the lead. And his kick is good.
Saints 7, Washington 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
What we got? What is it? What we got? Hey, 25 for Mike. We got 25 for Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, 25 for Mike. We got 20. Hey. Watch the run. Watch the run. What's up, baby?
Operating from the gun. Haskins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And 8.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Haskins. Man open is board. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards there on a Washington 1st. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. 55.
Here's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Oceanfront residence, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. fielded just inside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start the drive with Love here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
Ready? 95, 56. 56. You got good, you good. You got forward, ready. You got man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
53.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And 14.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And 3 at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. His pass caught at the 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready? 5-9. 156. Kill.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
56. 56. Check 3. 49. Check 49. We go 21.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
58, come on. Oh, there you go. Check 52.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Running to start the drive is Love. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bells, cause I was a blessed with no respect. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go with the check. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. I got one. At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. He don't know no better.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go. Undercoat. Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing again. Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 25 the mic. Hey, come on, now.
On first down, it's Love. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right. He's telling you.
Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Haskins to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on first down. Love. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Love. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Breeze again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, Tremont Smith. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, That's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a
is
star.
big.
I put a star. Back to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Breeze. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Now a handoff looking right.
That's what he is, baby.
And
That's what
caught
he
it
is.
up.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Washington, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.